Hey there, you incredible person watching this right now. I see you, the parent, staring at a pile of bills, wondering how you'll ever get ahead. The young investor dreaming of a future where your money works harder than you do. The doctor, lawyer, or dentist, burning out from long hours but craving financial freedom. Or the entrepreneur pouring your heart into your business, hoping for a day when cash flow isn't a constant battle. Picture this, it's a Saturday morning, and instead of rushing to work or stressing about bills, you're sipping coffee, watching your kids play, or maybe even planning a trip because your bank account is growing without you lifting a finger. That's the magic of passive income. Digital Realty owns over 300 data centers worldwide, those giant facilities that keep the internet running. WPC owns a diverse portfolio of warehouses, retail spaces, schools, even industrial facilities across the US and Europe. You don't need $600,000 like I have to start seeing results. Investing can feel like stepping into a dark room, especially when you're already stretched thin. Last year, I met a guy named Mike at a financial seminar. Imagine waking up one day knowing your bills are covered, your kid's future is secure, or you can finally take that vacation you've been putting off. That's what passive income does, it gives you choices. It's not about fancy cars or private jets. It's about living life on your terms. Maybe for you, it is paying off that $10,000 credit card debt so you can stop feeling like you're drowning. Maybe it is building a nest egg so you can retire early and spend time with your grandkids. Or maybe it is having the freedom to take a risk on that business idea you've been dreaming about. Whatever your goal, REITs can help you get there. As the great philosopher Dr. Seuss said, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. Right now, you're at a crossroads. You can keep doing what you've always done, working harder, stressing more, or you can take a step toward financial freedom. He was a dentist, working 12-hour days, with $80,000 in student loans and a mortgage that felt like a noose. Research Realty Income, Digital Realty, and WP Carey. You are someone with dreams, with potential, with the power to change your life. I was once where you were scared, overwhelmed, unsure if I could do it. But I took that first step, and now I'm earning $9,000 a month in passive income. Living a life I never thought possible. You can do this, too. Start today, even if it's small. Plant that seed, water it with consistency, and watch it grow into something that gives you freedom. Subscribe to this channel for more ways to build wealth without sacrificing your sanity, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Let's build a future where money serves you, not the other way around. You've got this, I believe in you. He was skeptical about investing, thought it was only for the rich. I told him about REITs, and he started with $2,000 in WP Carey. 3 years later, he's got $20,000 invested, pulling in $1,400 a month in dividends. That $1,400 he uses to pay down his loans and take his wife out for a date night without guilt. He's not a millionaire, but he's got hope hand. That's everything. You deserve that hope too. Whether you're a parent fighting to keep the lights on, a young investor building your future, a professional with no time to spare, or an entrepreneur chasing your dreams, REITs can be your bridge to a better life. Here's the truth. REITs aren't perfect. They can be affected by rising interest rates, economic downturns, or poor management. But compared to crypto or individual stocks, they're one of the safer ways to invest in real estate, because they're professionally managed and diversified across hundreds or thousands of properties. The dividends keep coming, rain or shine, like a steady heartbeat. And if you're worried about taxes, REIT dividends are taxed as ordinary income, but you can hold them in a tax-advantaged account like an IRA to keep more of your money. You don't need to be a Wall Street guru to do this. Just take the first step. It's like learning to ride a bike. Scary at first, but once you get going, it feels natural. You can begin with as little as $500 on platforms like Fidelity, Schwab, or even Robinhood. Here's how. Open a brokerage account. Research these REITs: Realty Income, Digital Realty, and WP Carey, and buy a few shares. Let's say you invest $5,000 in Realty Income at a 6% dividend yield. That's $300 a year, or $25 a month. It's not $9,000 a month yet, but it's a start. Reinvest those dividends to buy more shares, and your income grows like a snowball rolling down a hill. For example, if you add $100 a month to your investment and reinvest dividends, you could have $50,000 invested in a few years, generating $3,000 a year. The key is to start small and stay consistent. Think of it like planting a garden. You don't get a harvest overnight, but every seed you plant today grows into something bigger tomorrow. Pro tip: talk to a financial advisor to make sure these REITs fit your goals, especially if you're juggling debt or a tight budget. I've got $250,000 in WPC, and it's paying me about $3,500 a month. which adds up to $42,000 a year. That's money that shows up whether I'm working, sleeping, or taking my kids to soccer practice. WPC has a 25-year history of increasing its dividends, which is like a tree that grows more fruit every year. For independent professionals like doctors or lawyers, this is perfect. You don't have time to manage properties, but WPC does it for you. For entrepreneurs, it's a cash flow machine to fund your next big idea. And for anyone in debt, this kind of income can be a lifeline, giving you room to pay off loans and start saving. The dividend yield is around 7%, but keep an eye on interest rates. WPC can be sensitive to rate hikes. Still, its diversification makes it a solid bet for steady income. With everyone streaming, Netflix, working from home, and storing data in the cloud, data centers are in massive demand. Digital Realty's tenants include tech giants like Amazon, Google, and Microsoft, which means rock-solid revenue. I've got $150,000 invested in deep, and it's generating about $2,500 a month in dividends. For entrepreneurs, this is a no-brainer. You know tech is the future, and this REIT lets you cash in on it without betting on volatile stocks like Nvidia. For young investors, it's a way to ride the tech wave with less risk. And for parents, that $2,500 a month could mean one less car payment or a fund for your kid's future. The dividend yield is around 4%, but what makes DLR exciting is its growth potential. Data center demand is only going up. The catch, it's a bit pricier than other REITs. So you might need to start small and reinvest those dividends to build your position over time. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about building a system where your money works for you, giving you time and freedom. REITs are one of the best ways to make this happen because they're required by law to pay out at least 90% of their taxable income as dividends to shareholders. That means you get steady, reliable cash flow month after month, like a paycheck you don't have to work for. As the legendary investor Warren Buffett once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." That quote stopped me in my tracks as a reminder that trading time for money is a trap. REITs are like planting a seed that grows into a money tree, and the three I'm about to share are the ones that have changed my life. I know the weight you're carrying, those late-night worries about debt, the stress of stretching every dollar, the quiet hope for a life where you can breathe easier. This is the gold standard of REITs, nicknamed the monthly dividend company, because it pays dividends every single month, like clockwork. Realty Income owns over 13,000 properties across the U.S. Think Walmarts, Walgreens, and FedEx distribution centers. Its tenants sign long-term leases, which means the rent keeps coming, and it boasts a 98% occupancy rate. I've got $200,000 invested in Realty Income, and it's paying me about $3,000 a month in dividends. That's $36,000 a year for doing absolutely nothing. For parents drowning in debt, imagine $3,000 a month to chip away at those credit card balances or cover your mortgage. For young investors, this is a low-risk way to start building wealth without needing a finance degree. For professionals and entrepreneurs, it's a hands-off investment that doesn't demand your already scarce time. Realty Income isn't the flash. Your stick grows slowly, about 1% a year, but it is like a reliable old friend who sends you money every month. The dividend yield is around 6%, and it's been increasing its payouts for over 25 years straight. That's the kind of stability that lets you sleep at night. What if I told you that right now, today, you could start building a stream of passive income that could transform your life? Not some shady get-rich-quick scheme, but a proven strategy that's paying me $9,000 a month. You heard that right, through something called REITs, or real estate investment trusts. Over the next 20 minutes, I am going to walk you through exactly how I am doing it, share the 3 REITs that are filling my bank account every single month, and show you how you can start this journey no matter where you're at financially. This isn't just about money, it's about giving you back time, peace, and the freedom to live life on your terms. So, grab a notebook, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into the world of passive income together. Let me start with a story that's probably all too familiar. A few years ago, I was drowning $40,000 in debt, working 60-hour weeks, and feeling like I was running on a treadmill that never stopped. I was a parent, trying to provide for my family, but every paycheck seemed to vanish into bills. I was an entrepreneur at heart, dreaming of a business that could grow, but I was too busy putting out financial fires. Sound familiar? Maybe you're a young person just starting out, watching your friends blow money on fancy cars while you're trying to invest wisely. Or maybe you're a professional, killing it in your career but with no time to figure out how to make your savings grow. I get it because I've lived it. Then I stumbled across REITs. Think of them as your shortcut to owning real estate without the headaches of being a landlord. Imagine collecting rent checks from shopping malls, hospitals, or apartment complexes without ever dealing with a clogged toilet or a late-paying tenant. That's what REITs do, and they've turned my life from chaos to calm. Today, I'm going to share the 3 REITs that are paying me $9,000 a month, and I'll show you how they can work for you. First, let's talk about why passive income is the game changer you need. Let's dive into the first REIT. Realty Income Corporation, ticker symbol O. Next up is Digital Realty Trust, ticker D. and this one's a powerhouse in the tech world. The third REIT is WP Carey, ticker WPC, and this one's like the Swiss Army knife of REITs because it's so versatile. Now, let's get real about how you can make this work for you. I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but what about the risks? Let me share a story that keeps me grounded. Let's talk about what this really means for you. Here's your action plan. Today, not tomorrow. Take 10 minutes to open a brokerage account if you don't already have one. You are not your debt, your long hours, or your financial mistakes. I want to leave you with one final thought.